Welcome everyone to HueFin News. Today is October the 12th, 2018, and this is an article that we found here that we're going to talk about today. But before we do, if this is your first time coming to this particular channel, go ahead and you like the videos that we have been producing, the content that we have available for you all to view, go ahead and like this video. Go ahead and make a comment as well. Go ahead and subscribe if you're not a member or a subscriber of ours on this particular channel, because we will be producing price predictions according to the charts, giving you all the news according to the charts rather than the articles that so many of us read on a daily basis, just trying to figure out where these particular stocks are going to go in the near term. So today we found this article right here speaking on Netflix. This article was uploaded to the internet October 12th, 2018, written by Todd Spangler, and the title definitely insinuates that a lot of the analysts or the market participants are aiming for Netflix to move higher in price. The title reads, Netflix tech stocks recover a bit after a brutal market sell-off. So even the title tries to show you that it wasn't as bad as what the market did yesterday. The chart tells us a different story. But as we go down and we read this article, you can see that tech investors turn more bullish Friday following a steep drop in tech and media stocks over the past 2 days as they look to snap up on promising bargains. So literally this article is already telling us that they expect and see Netflix as a bargain. The price that is trading at right now, $336.75, is cheap comparative to some of the technical or the tech investors. So shares of Netflix jumped more than 5% today early out in trading, and as you can tell, that is still moving to the upside, but it slightly decreased in the percentage gains, up 4.83%. Analysts attributed this week's broad stock market pullback as a response to recent signals from the Federal Reserve that it would tighten fiscal policy and fears it might raise interest rates. Really? That is the reason why we saw 2 days of decline in the stock market. Okay. Shares of Netflix had fallen more than 11% over the past week. That is a very steep decline, and we will show you that on the chart on how far Netflix has moved to the downside. Kevin Toomey says, we view the recent sell-off of Netflix as an opportunity to own a high-quality recurring revenue franchise with attractive upside potential. Citi upgraded Netflix from a hold to a buy and maintained its 12-month price target of $375 per share. 12 months. A lot of things can happen within 12 months. So already, by us being the outside investors, need to understand that even Citi is going to revise their ratings for Netflix. Understand that they always revise their recommendations, their analysts, upgrades, downgrades. It always changes, and especially in 12 months, I'm expecting that to change, whether they're going to change the price target or they're going to completely change their recommendation. So just keep that in mind, okay? Also, the article reads that Netflix Q3 forecast calls for a gain of 650,000 new net subscribers, U.S. streaming subscribers, and 4.35 million internationally. So they're trying to give you some props to try to substantiate their recommendation of changing their analyst recommendation from a hold to a buy. So literally, let's just go ahead and look at the charts to see whether or not this particular article is in line with what the chart is telling us. We're looking at it right now. This is the monthly chart right now for Netflix, and definitely we're going through a consolidation, no doubt about it. $320, maybe a little lower than that, is going to be support. And I still can see there's opportunity for Netflix to come back up to around $375. So the analysts with their price target $375, I can see that coming into fruition. But right now we're going to have to go through all of this stockpile that we're seeing in the market and weakness that is seen on the monthly chart. So we're looking at the weekly chart right now, and literally there's still weakness into the market. One of the positive things that this chart is telling us is that it came and bounced off $320. But given the amount of volume that is coming into Netflix on this weekly chart, definitely shows you that the market is hitting some resistance around $340, maybe $345 as well. So we're not out the woods yet for Netflix to move higher in price. The article so far is slightly off track concerning the viability of this stock moving to the upside. Let's take a look at the daily price chart real quick before we move on. And literally you can see here that we had a huge upside movement early out in trading. And ever since then, that 340 is still a hard area of resistance that we need to overcome. Right now, we're not able to do it. The volume is light. So I'm still expecting Netflix to continue consolidation. 340 is still resistance. And then that support area right now is still around that $320, $310 area. Let's take a look at it on the 3-hour chart real quick. And literally, we're still getting some indications of strength in the market. So we are running probabilities of us breaking at $340 sometime next week. And if we do that, then yes, we're going to continue to move to the upside in Netflix, probably back up to that $350 area. So just keep that in mind. The strength so far on the 3-hour chart is still being reflected in the market, especially if this current 1-hour bar closes above. I will be expecting Netflix to move to the upside, possibly break $340, and then come back up to that 350, maybe 345 as I zoom out. I would definitely try to take around 350 or so. No, I would change that because I can see that this area of support is a very strong area of support. Then it's going to be a very hard area of resistance. So at least back up to 345 is what I'm anticipating Netflix to move, at least in the near term. But right now, overall, the long-term trajectory of Netflix is just consolidation. 375 would be resistance, and around 310, 320 will be support. So the article is kind of in line. I definitely don't see it as strong as what this article is trying to lead us to. At least a little bit more consolidation is going to be ongoing for this particular stock. Like I said earlier, if this is your first time viewing this video and you find it quite intriguing and how we're able to view the charts without any confusion, then definitely go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Go ahead and like and comment as well. What do you think Netflix is going to do over the next week? Do you think it's going to continue to move to the upside, fall to the downside? Are we starting a bear market in the Netflix arena? Do you think it's going to continue to move to the downside? And if so, how low do you think it's going to go? If you think it's going to go higher, how high do you think it's going to go? We would love to have your input so we can all formulate our opinions accordingly to see what is going to happen in the market for Netflix. Again, make sure you all maintain your profitability. I will see you all later.